Back in 2015, it was late in the year, and one morning I woke up and I had a large lump on the side of my neck, probably about 2-3 inches long, and definitely an unusual thing. And I went to the doctor, and they did an x-ray of it, and the doctor had a concern that it may, if it swelled anymore, could shut off my airway. So they sent me to Jenny Ed and admitted me and treated with steroids, and the swelling went down probably within the next day. And the doctor decided to do a biopsy just as a chance thing. You know, they didn't think we needed it, but they decided to go ahead and do it. And what they found is there was cancer in my tonsils, and that's what had caused the swelling evidently. I don't know how, but it did. And from that point, then we decided to start the treatment. You have so many emotions go through, you know, because I mean, cancer is, you know, probably the worst word that anybody can receive as far as a diagnosis. That phone call to each one of those children was tough. You know, your emotions get in there. And the one thing that I wanted to do was hopefully set an example as far as how to deal with this. And to be strong, you know, they were devastated. It's, you know, Dad, how can it be you? How can it be you? You know, and it can be anybody. And better me than them and anyone else I know. So I was diagnosed with cancer. The one thing that I wanted gone. I wanted to start on it tomorrow. You know, why are we waiting? You know, that type of thing. And there's things that have to be done ahead of time to prepare for it. You know, and being new to it, I didn't realize that. Since it was in my throat, I had to have 11 teeth removed out of the back of my mouth just to make, because the radiation would probably kill the roots. And it's easier to do it when they're still alive than when they're not. And so you go through that. You go through putting a port in because of the number of IVs and things and the treatment that has to go through. As it goes on, the one thing, I used to weigh a little over 200 pounds, and now I'm down about 160. And it was a heck of a diet plan. It really was. Before the cancer, had type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, acid reflux. It was one of those things where I'd get up in the morning and I'd take a dozen pills to treat all the various ailments. And after the cancer treatment, it's all gone. And I attribute most of that to weight loss, you know, because a lot of those are related to that. But now I get up in the morning and I enjoy my day. There's nothing that I've got to do. We still monitor everything, you know, but it really was. It was a blessing in disguise for all the other ailments that I had. I've got a river lot down on the Missouri River down by Plattsmouth, and there's probably 150 lots down there. And I've got several close friends down there, and they started printing up t-shirts to sell in support of this. And I think they sold probably at least 300-400 t-shirts out of this. And it's so funny, I'll still walk around town and I'll go, I know that shirt, you know, thank you. You know, people would drop off cookies. I'd come home and on the back porch there'd be food there. Another friend mowed my grass the whole summer for me. Didn't ask him, he didn't say, or he just showed up one day, and every time I needed it, he was there, just there. It has been positive. My kids, my family, we end our calls every time with I love you. We greet with hugs. We say I love you to our faces. And I think that's one of the biggest changes, is made them realize how we need to make the most of this. We really do. And the most of it is not that the job's so important, I'm stressed there, or the school is just more as how his relationships are. To me, when I look at this, cancer has been a blessing. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to understand. But the way I look at cancer isn't a death sentence, it's a signal to live. And that's how I view it. And what I mean by that is I was given the opportunity to know that there may be an end soon And when you know that, you look at your life as far as how you've lived it, number one, and number two, what you would do differently. And you've got a motivation now to make some changes if things aren't right. And I've made some changes in my life since the treatment, and my focuses are entirely different than they were before the treatment. Before it was career, job, make sure I have all this, and now it's more family, friends, and just living and making choices that you can be proud of.